Hi all. We think it's important to put a face to the name. My name is Mr. Sean Larkin. I'm part of the guidance team here in Mercy Ballymahon. Today we're briefly just going to look at options after school for our Leaving Cert class of 2021. Ms. Carol Keenan, our new guidance counsellor, will also discuss CEO options. So next I'm just going to talk briefly about the supports we have here in school. So at any stage throughout this presentation, please feel free obviously to pause, to take notes, or to take pictures of important dates or contact details. All students have access to our email, which you see on the bottom right of your screen. We have 4 Leaving Cert classes. They get weekly career classes with myself or Ms. Keenan, and they've all had one-to-one appointments, which is ongoing throughout the year. In the case of a student being absent, where we post information on Google Classroom or can arrange a Google Hangout one-to-one meeting like this if they need to go through any career or personal education or vocational problems. Leaving Certs have been given information on the resources you see on the screen as well. All open days, as you can imagine, now are gone virtual. Our college speakers are now also on Zoom. Websites they're made familiar with, which parents might want to look up as well. And today, of course, a lot of the information is about CEO. The last thing on that screen, I encourage all Leaving Certs on Instagram, through social media, to follow at Leaving Cert Guidance, a brilliant resource to keep up with different dates throughout the year. So it's not just about the CEO. Everyone that gets a career appointment, we look at all the different options. There's multiple different options outside the CEO, but that is our focus today. On the screen in front of you gives a sample of some other examples. Even if CEO is the number 1 this year or next year, there's plenty of other opportunities. So students would have been given information about this, but it's good for parents to know about that as well. So one of the most common questions we get from parents is about the Here and There programs, how it can help in certain colleges for access. Here is a very personal, I suppose, process where information from Intrio and revenue on household income. The first step with Here or There is filling in your CEO application and ticking the box that you're applying for them. For the Dare applicants, we'll be working closely with our SEN team, Ms. Costello, Ms. Curley and Ms. Walsh, filling in if your child has any learning difficulties, medical or health difficulties or needs, they may be eligible for Dare. Again, another conversation to have at home. So again, Dare in Here has gone virtual. There's usually open days in ITs in the nearest location in Athlone, but this year, of course, it's all gone online. So we have a date up there, Saturday 9th of January, an information day, brilliant for parents to get a step ahead, to link in with guidance and SEN about how to fill in the forms. So what's coming up on your screen now is important dates. Not just for students, but parents will probably take a picture of this one as well to keep an eye on it. This again is on their Google Classroom, but it's important for parents to know about closing dates with the CEO, There and Here, when the CEO application closes, the cost, stuff like that. And Ms. Keenan will go more into detail about the actual process, but this is an important one I feel to take a picture of. And now Ms. Keenan can introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Keenan. I'm another guidance counsellor helping Sean out this year. I'm just going to go through some of the key tips for actually completing the CEO form. I'm going to use a demo form just to go through with you, but it's very similar to the real thing. So the first step is to go to cao.ie, click apply, and then fill in some of your details. Okay, and then you will scroll down and you'll continue to fill in your main details, very straightforward. And then scroll down again. So continue on. It's a bit slow. Now, so then the email address is important. So some parents like to use their own email address, or a student likes to use theirs, but it's just important to make sure you're watching this email address throughout. Going forward then, obviously country of birth, nationality, pop that in. And this is probably the most important thing. And there's a lot of mistakes here each year. So you have a number, so there's 8 options here. And at this stage, your child will tick this box number 1, that they're doing the Irish Leaving Cert exams in 2021. There's lots of other options there that will be applicable for other students. So for example, someone who might be doing a QQI PLC course at the minute, they will tick number 2, and so on. So it's just very important that you tick that first box, and that's probably the first kind of little hiccup that some people might make that mistake throughout it. So then we'll continue to scroll on the process, and it's the payment part here, and you create a password. It is very important that you take note of that password for yourself. Payment options here then is €30 before the 20th of January, then it increases to 45, and then the final one is 60. And just that final one, kind of, if you're really leaving it late to do something like that, the restricted courses would not be included. So restricted courses would include, say, like for example, art. So you have to have a portfolio sent in between February and May. Music will be another one where you have to do a performance. Medicine will be another one where you have to do the HPAT. So it's just for safety. Like you can see, it's easier just to have it done before the 20th of January. So it's only €30 and you're not missing out on anything. So you will pay for this, and you'll get to this point here where you get a receipt. So again, you can see this is the demo application. So at this point, you will be allocated a CEO number. You need to take record of this as well. So at this stage, you should have what email address you're using for the CEO, what password you've set it for, and now you've been given a CEO number. So you'll need the 3 of those things going forward. So once you get to this stage, you've just registered for the CEO, you have got to the first hurdle as such. So at this stage, you can go in at any time and edit and change. So you don't have to fill in all of your courses before the 20th of July or the 20th of January. You can have all of, you can change a number of different things throughout different times. So you can see here, to log in at any stage, you will need the CEO number, your date of birth, and your account password to be able to log in to see and to make changes on the CEO. On the first time that you actually log in, you'll be asked for your school details. So if you've just studied here, if your child has just studied here at Mercy Ballymahon, you will just fill in the school name and address, county, and the years you've studied. If you've studied at another school as well, you will fill in the other school details as well. And that's just for your secondary. You don't need to worry about primary there. And the other thing then is, again, for this year, if your child is sitting the Leaving Cert in 2021, you will tick the box 2021. So another important box to be ticked in the process. Okay, so you can change any personal details then once you've logged in. So if you'd move address or anything like that, and then you get to the main place where you actually get to fill in some of the course details. So if you look at level 8, for example, first of all, so the way, I would normally recommend people fill in their CEO form is through personal choice. So what is their dream courses? So that might be what you put up first. So they might be worried, will they get enough points for it? Will they actually do that, achieve what they want to achieve? I always, don't write off yourself, put your dream courses up at the top, then put in, realistic courses where you are now, what points you can you can get, and courses that will fill that in, and then bank of courses that you feel like, yeah, 100% I should be able to get them, so that you will get an offer on the day, because the last thing you want is to be in a situation where you don't get any offer. You have 10 spaces to fill in, and you can fill those all in, or you can fill some of them in. It's up to yourself, but this is the way that I would recommend that you would kind of see about filling them in. So then you can look at level 7 and level 6 courses, and they're usually a backup option for students, and they can basically, when you get your CEO results or your CAO offers, you will get a level 8 offer, hopefully, if you have filled in enough courses and you achieve your results, and you will also get a level 6 or level 7. So you should get 2 offers if you filled it into the best of your ability, and then you can decide then if you want to go the level 7 route or the level 8 route. Most people prefer to go the level 8 route, but not everybody. So it's just important to, you know, do your research on the level 7. You have 10 spaces there. You don't have to fill in all 10 spaces for level 6 or level 7, but we would normally recommend you would put in a few, again, as a backup. So once you click save and you will put in your course code, it'll then show you the name of the course for you. The other little pieces on the CEO, once you've filled in that, you can scroll down and you can look at the SUSI grant, indicate that you're going to apply for that. If you have any exemptions, you know, for NUI, so like if you have an exemption from a language, you can indicate that you're going to be sending documentations on that. And then, as Mr. Larkin said, you will here at this point do the there and here and indicate that you're going to be applying for those. Finally, again, just some of the important dates there. Again, just reminding you, again, pause this at any stage if you need to. And thank you very much for watching. And if there's any questions, of course, you can contact us. Mr. Larkin has already given you the guidance email. And yeah, we'll be looking forward to meeting your children over the next couple of months with their journey towards their career.
Okay. So hopefully we've got something from that. The obvious advice we give all the time is to put your courses in a genuine order of preference. There's loads of options, nearly 1,500 courses on the CEO. When choosing courses, a course they've met us one-to-one or in class or may need another appointment, discuss with families and friends, sports coaches, anything else, any other people that they're close with that might know their personality or interests a bit differently to us. And details, of course, on courses can be found through the perspective they were given out, any prospectuses, CEO booklet, stuff like that. Of course, some students won't go directly through the CEO. There is other options, as we said. This is the ladder of progress, the NFQ, which for students who may choose a PLC next year, another level 5, or the level 6, 7 or 8 that are available on the CEO. It's just an important diagram to see and the progression from Leaving Cert onwards and what the qualifications they get. Now, QQI or PLC, as I've been saying throughout, it's fantastic preparation for 3rd level or employment afterwards as well, okay? You see the listed ones we have below there, the local ones are the most common that we have students here applying for. There's plenty other options. There's PLC courses online, of course. Any students who want any information or parents, of course, you email in or you sit down with your son or daughter and see what they want to do next. So just to reiterate, I suppose the support system, our care team meets here once weekly. Of course, Leaving Certs take priority. Miss Gaffney, their year head, we're linking in with every week, and all the SEN teachers I mentioned. That guidance email gets myself and Sean Larkin and Carol Keenan, so we both get them emails. We do have our personal emails as well, but a lot of information up there. I know it's information overload, but be sure to ring in. Of course, we meet with Miss Donoghue and Mr. Kenny weekly as well. So whoever your son or daughter is most comfortable with or you're most comfortable with, please do give us a call or an email and we'll try and help out as best we can. And we know 2020 is strange and different, but hopefully we can make the best of it. So best of luck with it and hopefully we'll see you soon.